Alrighty then. Yes, indeedy. Dobry wieczór. Dobry wieczór, mąż, żena. A little bit of Russian there. I'll be heading to Florida here in a little over a week. I'll still be making videos every day. Maybe not as many videos every day because I'll be out shooting. I need a vacation. However, this is like vacation on the cheap. I'll be staying at my other little house, which is a tiny little house in Fort Myers, Florida. I'm going to have a free workshop in Key West, Florida. If anybody wants to come, we'll take the Key West Express, which is a ferry boat, which is really luxurious. I think it's, I looked it up last night. I've been on it 3 times. It goes from Fort Myers, Florida to Key West, Florida. Takes a few hours to get there. It's tons of fun, the boat trip, by the way. Very comfortable. I love boat trips. The rougher they are, the better, too. Love rough boat trips. That sounds kind of dirty when I think about that when I say it. I wanted to thank all the folks out there. I've grew up using. I think my first camera was Yashica 124 matte 124G. I know I've owned a few of them. It's a twin lens reflex camera. Owned tons of cameras. Worked in several camera stores, Beach Photo, A1A Photo, a couple others. One of them will definitely leave unnamed that I worked at. I've owned a few Hasselblads, 2 Hasselblads, excuse me. I've owned 3 Leicas, 2 that I had for a substantial period of time. I owned a Calumet 4x5. And I owned lots of K1000 Pentaxes, and some of the Pentax people were surprised I knew anything about Pentax. Homie knows some stuff about Pentax. I even converted a lot of people. It's like conversion! Converted them to buy a 6.7 Pentax camera. And I owned a couple of them, and I think I owned 6 lenses. That is the most that I ever owned for my 2 Pentaxes. Man, I love those little 6.7 Pentax cameras, really do. I was showing you guys some negatives, some color negatives that I made ages ago with my 6.7 Pentax back in photography school. Lifelong diehard Nikon guy, lifelong. I recently, well, I don't know about recently, I don't know how long it's been. I bought the hell out of Fuji, and it had nothing to do with mirrorless. Everything I said about mirrorless to begin with is entirely valid. The notion that mirrorless is smaller is absolute bull crap. You know, this camera with a vertical grip, it's got 3 batteries in it, and there's this huge honking. I mean, look at this damn camera. Look at it. This isn't that small. Don't give me this BS about small camera. I bought it because it's a superior camera made in Japan with incredible ergonomics, incredible build quality. I never bought into mirrorless BS. I still don't buy into it because it is BS. Big-ass lenses are big-ass lenses. You see this is a fast fixed aperture 2.8. I have a big old lens there. That's not. You can say the camera is small all you want, but here's the secret, girlfriend. A camera can't take pictures. There's no camera on earth that can take a picture. Well, if it's like an X100, which has a built-in lens, I guess you could say that's true. But when we're talking about interchangeable lens cameras, mirrorless and DSLR, ain't no such thing as a camera that can take pictures. So you got to stick this big-ass thing on the front of it called glass. And then you got to have speed lights. Of course, I never mount a speed light on my camera. Only dumbasses and photojournalists and paparazzis use a damn speed light on their hot shoe. You see this thing right here called a hot shoe? That's for transmitters and for like a TTL cable and other stuff. That it really is not made for sticking a speed light on. Some people are like, yeah, it is. I'm like, no, it isn't. If you're a good photographer, you know a speed light don't go here on your hot shoe. You know, that's fine for news and photo. Anyway, a lot of people notice that I'm, hardcore Nikon. Now I own like a ton of Fuji stuff also. My Nikon stuff ain't going nowhere. For good reason. Even though Nikon's made a lot of boneheaded moves recently. I think they're being run by bean counters. Anyway, there have been a ton of people that have that are hardcore Nikoners, and they've told me via email. It's like, listen, I'm a hardcore Nikon person like you. You bought all this Fuji stuff. I thought I'd give it a try. I'm so happy. Some have even said I never ever tell anybody like go sell your crap and buy this stuff. I never ever do that. Ethically, it's wrong to do so. I've never told anybody to do that, but some people said, listen, I just gave it up, and, I don't need that much stuff, and that's fine. That's their choice, but I never told anybody to sell anything. But they're all really happy. Some people have been confused about processing the raw files from Fuji, so obviously there are differences. Every camera system is different. You get used to the nuances. The menu system, the ergonomics, the build quality, the customer service is all top-notch. It's actually sitting right at the top. And so a lot of people have contacted me, especially recently in the past couple, 3 months. And they're like, oh, thank you for all the tips and tricks and training stuff on the XT2. Especially how to set the autofocus correctly, because you have different things like zone, area, and custom. And they've wanted to report to me their thanks for that. And so I say thank you back. I'm glad I could help. And I said Fuji doesn't give me anything. Nikon doesn't. Nikon's never given me crap. Fuji's never given me crap. So I do everything on my own free will. I mean, and I'm not, or I talked about in a prior video, a click weasel. A click weasel is someone that like points you to links below in their video, and that's an affiliate link, and they get kickbacks at the end of the month from like Amazon and other places. I have no affiliate links. I never have, never will. I never tell anybody to subscribe, never tell anybody to click the like button below. If you like this video, click the like button below. I know. I never do any of that nonsense. So, shout out to all the new Fuji folks out there. You know, I was new to Fuji at one point in time, too. I've done all my studying. I've tested every lens. I own every Fuji X lens, except for 3 of them that I don't like. But that's fine, you know. There's plenty of Nikon lenses that I don't own, but the ones from the past 40 years or so, I've tested or owned all of them at one point in time, so that's very helpful to a large number of people, so I'm helpful to the Fuji people. It's like, whatever new comes out, I'll test it. I'm searching out new stuff all the time. I talk about all these adapted lenses to use on a Fuji. You don't have to just use damn Fuji lenses. Focus peaking on a Fuji is wonderful. Focus peaking on an XE1 is not so hot. Focus peaking has gotten a lot better since like the XE1 and the X Pro 1. So focus peaking on those cameras, okay, not so hot. Really, really good on XT2, XT1. So anyway, let me know if you got any questions or suggestions. And I just want to drop that word that a lot of people that are hardcore Nikon people like me, you know, have like, you know, this fat tattooed asshole has been shooting Nikon for ages, and he's worked in a few camera stores and photography school, and he hates everything, but he seems to love the piss out of Fuji. It's like maybe there's something there. He actually repairs cameras, can fix stuff, has owned everything. He hates everything, but he loves Fuji to death. You know, I pointed out some of the stupid stuff Fuji's done, which is not really many things. There's an old saying about the guy that hates everything. You know, some people love everything. You ever met, it's usually a woman, and it's like, oh, that's such a sexist comment. But it is true. It's usually a woman. And he's like, what do you think of this? Oh, I love it. What do you think of the devil? Oh, I think he's awesome. What do you think of that? Oh, I love it. It's just awesome. It's like, well, nothing you say has any value. You love everything. It's like, how about that steaming pile of cow poop? Oh, I love it. It's just so pretty the way the light hits it. It's like nothing that person says is worth anything. Or they just don't know anything. Some people hate stuff without even knowing. Like, I hate that. It's like you have invalid empirical reasoning why you don't think that thing is any good. Like, no, not really, I just hate it. It's like, well, good. Everything you just said is just worthless crap. So, when you combine two things, someone that actually knows how to fix things and knows how well things are built or not built, that combined with the fact that I pretty much don't like most things, because most things, you know, are built based upon spin and crap and nonsense. Sigma. Sony. I'll edit out that later. You know, I love the hell out of Fuji because it is what it is. Some of the best products out there have no advertising. You'll never see, at least not in the United States, like ads for Porsche. I mean, I've seen them before, but it's been years since I've seen an ad. The really good crap sells itself. Fuji is not out there spamming the world like Sigma, and some of these other people. They're not, because they don't have to. The word of mouth is the best advertised. Like, oh my God, you know, you see this new Fuji? It's the shit. It's made in Japan. It's so great. Really, word of mouth is better than word of mouth on a good product is much, much, much better than tons of advertising on a crap product. That's an undeniable fact. Someone should put that in stone. It's like, you know, what's better? Tons of advertising on a crappy product, or word of mouth and no advertising on an awesome product? I go with the later, not the former. Or the latter, not the former, depending on how you want to say it. Thanks for watching, all you new Fuji fanatics out there. I'm glad I could help somebody, and peace out. I gotta start packing for Florida. I got a lot of stuff at the other house, but I need to bring some cameras, some lenses, a couple laptops, stuff like that. Some clothes, my Speedos, I need my Speedos. Yeah, I said Speedos, I was just kidding. I don't wear those anymore. I never wore those. Thanks, bye.